I'm just an ordinary engineer at Banjust Industries. You can call me Cobalt-B.
So you finally decided to pick waifu over meta. That's okay. My name is Ryukin. Welcome to the channel. I'll be covering the upcoming flame character Cobalt-B in this video. So Cobalt-B is going to be the first upcoming flame character to the limited banner. And I believe you should only be pulling for Cobalt if you decide to play flame, as she is very expensive in terms of building wise. And I don't recommend pulling for her if you're running a different team other than the flame element. Based on the current banner format, we can speculate Cobalt's banner coming out September 29th, which means we got about 2.5 weeks to plan in order to do the most with Cobalt on her release. So I wanted to take this video and just talk about what we can do now in order to be ready for her on day one. This is going to be my first time making a Tower of Fantasy video, so if you guys happen to like the content or enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribed, or even commented it. Doing that shows me that I can make Tower of Fantasy content comfortably with knowing that I have a viewer base or people watching that enjoy the videos. So thank you. Now Cobalt-B is a very advancement based character. So one thing we need to do in order to make sure we can unlock all these advancements is save all sorts of black crystals and red nuclei. If we take a look at her A3, using a dodge attack is going to place an ionic burn on the enemy, which is a DOT for 10 seconds. Anyone who's played Genshin Impact knows how the burning reaction works. This is basically that. So you're able to put this ionic burn on the enemy doing DOT on top of your DPS already. This is a pretty big advancement for Cobalt-B, which is why you want to start saving up all your black crystals so you can unlock A3 as soon as possible. Now ionic burn only works with targets that are burning already, which is why if you take a look at her C6 or her advancement 6, her skill is now going to apply burning for 15 seconds, which means you can burn on her skill and then apply ionic burn on the dash attack. This is why Cobalt is very advancement based character, and you want to save all your stuff for her. However, there's not going to be a way for us free to play or light spenders to pull her A6 on her first release. So what we can do is save for her to be added to the standard banner. Once 2.0 comes out, she'll be added to the standard banner, which then we can use our black flame golds in order to buy constellations of her, as well as have a chance to pull her on the standard banner. So you want to make sure to save all your flame gold so you can dump them into constellations for Cobalt-B. Next we can go ahead and take a look at her matrices. Now the 2-piece set restores 1 dodge every 4 dodges, and a dodge attack is going to apply burning for 10 seconds. That sounds good in theory, so you can activate your ionic burn with the 2-piece set. However, because you're going to 3 stars on Cobalt, you might as well finish and get all 6 stars rather than spend however many nuclei or black crystals it takes to get these matrices to go all the way to 6 star instead of grabbing this 2-piece set or the 4-piece set. I recommend using a 2-piece Crow and or Samir if you have both of them. If not, then a 3-piece Sobek will be perfectly fine until you can get the later matrices. She'll be using 4-piece Ruby in the future, so I wouldn't worry too much about her matrices. Now let's talk about teammates. On launch, there's not going to be anyone that's necessarily good with her, so make sure you have either Huma, King, or Zero. That way you can pair her up and get that flame resonance. Me personally, I'm going to be running King until Ruby comes out. I won't be investing much into my King because he'll be replaced with Ruby eventually, but it's nice to have a shield break alongside Cobalt, and then the 3rd slot just can be whoever. Now for Vitality, you want to make sure you have enough booster frames in order to get Cobalt all the way to the level cap on weapons day 1. If not, then I would recommend farming those from Interstellar Exploration or Dimensional Trials. Next, I would recommend you spend the rest of your Vitality on getting a good pair of boots with all crit or gloves with all crits. After that, you can start focusing your gear for flame attack, but I wouldn't focus on that until you get your boots and gloves all the way up to wherever they need to be in terms of crit value. So that's how I go on spending your Vitality until the Cobalt banner is over. Now, I believe I covered everything you need to know in order to prepare for Cobalt. If there's something you felt I missed, feel free to leave in the comments and I'll go ahead and pin you. But thank you guys for watching the video. Until next time, see ya.